I'm confident to say that Measurz is the most complete assessment app in the world, with over 16 different capacities of human function that you can assess with your patients and clients. As you can see in the list here, we've got the 16 capacities. There are some others that we have broken into more general capacities as well that we could include in here too. But these are the 16 main capacities that we'll see. So things like aerobic fitness, we talk about things like recording data for things like the beat test, for the 12-minute Cooper run. We might also have a look at some different time trials. So some different ways we can measure aerobic capacity. Agility, we've got the 505 agility test, things like the agility T test, which are commonly used for knee and sporting individuals. Anaerobic fitness, we're talking about a 400-metre run, for instance, or the RAS test. Anthropometrics, tracking height, weight, muscle girths, different other girth measurements, which are often useful in multiple populations, particularly my favourite when working with younger individuals. Balance and proprioception, the star excursion balance test, my favourite test is part of that. Flexibility, we can use some of the inbuilt tools to measure flexibility, including the inclinometer for all parts of the body. Orthopedic test, we see over 150 different orthopedic assessments in there. If you can't find one that you want in there, make sure you reach out via the feature request and put that in there. And that applies for all the different capacities too. We're always looking for feedback and things that we can do to make Measurz better. So if you have got recommendations around tests that you'd love to see in the app, let us know. Outcome measures. We've got over 20 outcome measures, again, for every part of the body in there to be able to track objectively as well as with some subjective nature in there. And the reason why we love outcome measures in the Measurz app is it allows you to sit there and go through those outcome measures with people rather than just sending them to someone and having them fill in the form and never having a discussion around any of the points. You can have a discussion around those questions and get more context to them just by asking them, having it there on your smart device. Power, we're talking hop test there. Range of motion, all the traditional range of motion that you'll look at, again, utilising things like the inclinometer built into the app. Speed, we can utilise our stopwatches with, so sprint tests. Endurance, talking wall sit holds, we're talking single leg sit to stand. Again, we can also measure with a countdown timer how many you can do in a certain period of time. So another great way we can utilise the testing tools in the Measurz app. Isometric strength, we can utilise our muscle meter, which pairs up and connects in less than a second to the device to get quick, simple isometric strength measures. We're talking then rep and 1 RM measurements. So being able to enter reps in and weight and be able to get a 1 rep max measure or be able to compare to the reps that you did last time. And of course, wellness scores. We're talking sleep quality and quantity. We're talking about mood changes. So all these different capacities, and that's just a brief touch on probably 20 of the tests that are sitting in the app there, but there are over 400 in all these different capacities. And we've made it really easy in the app to filter between them as well. So when you come to our test selection screen, whether you're creating a template or whether you're about to run a session for a client, you can easily come in here and select the different categories that you want to assess. So for me, balance is one of the most under-assessed capacities for the people we work with, really critical for people in all their day-to-day tasks. So for me, I'm going to come and select the ankle and I'm going to come and select balance capacity assessments. And pretty quickly, I can go and then select my favourite test, the star excursion balance test, and really filter down. If I wanted to assess some other capacities around the ankle, once I get those results, I can easily come in there and maybe I want to have a look at some flexibility measures and select those. So we've made it really quick and simple to be able to assess all those 16 capacities and give you the ability to filter down to find what you want really easily in the testing area there or the template area. So hopefully that's a little bit of an insight into the different capacities you can assess. And we're looking forward to hearing your feedback and your feature requests around all those different capacities.